So here's Module 1, Important Market Drivers. Our roots in communications go back more than 160 years to 1847 when Siemens founder Werner von Siemens invented the first pointer telegraph, which was much easier to use than the one Samuel Morse invented. That pioneering milestone marked the first of many industry game changers since then. For instance, the construction and operation of an 11,000-kilometer London to Calcutta telegraph in 1870, or the invention of fax technology in 1927, or the debut of the HiCom PBX in 1984, or even the first communication system to integrate voice and data in 1987. We built the first unified communications application suite in 2003, the first integration of UC and social media in 2009, and announced Project Ansible in 2013. Also in 2013, the OpenScape business portfolio delivers an all-in-one solution for the SMB market, and in 2014, Circuit redefines the new way to work with seamless communication across all your devices. Circuit was called Project Ansible prior to the official release in 2014. Okay, so now that you've got a little bit of the company background, let's take a look at some of the research we did a couple of years ago. We identified a number of market drivers that influence how the workplace evolves. The biggest problem that knowledge workers face are obstacles to getting things done. And one of the biggest obstacles is working effectively in virtual meetings. When teams that are dispersed due to being mobile, due to where they're located, due to working with different companies, when they try to get things done with existing technologies, their effectiveness can be reduced by disruptions, heavy reliance on email, and other factors. These conditions make it difficult to collaborate, slowing down work and decision making, and sometimes creating more meetings. Another problem is that knowledge workers tend to use tools that were layered onto their workflows over time, delivering too many tools and too many user interfaces to effectively manage. The environment we work in today is not one that someone would design and build from the ground up in order to effectively work in the connected, mobile, and virtual workplace that we have today. The third problem is that the workforce itself is evolving and bringing a younger, more tech-savvy generation with it, Millennials and Generation Y. These knowledge workers have different approaches, habits, and tastes, and don't always follow the rules. These problems have created a mismatch between today's knowledge worker needs and their communication environment. This is the premise of the new way to work. It lets you find ways to do what you would do if your whole team was in the same place. And that is to engage your team dynamically and create a virtual office space that lets people access information, updates, and other members of the team spontaneously, as well as in scheduled calls. Circuit has been built from the ground up to power this new way to work. It's a single pane of glass, and it brings all communications and collaboration aspects together to improve the efficiency of your teams. At the same time, the ability to access information and participate in real-time meetings supports team members that have to be mobile. So, now that we've taken a look at this from an end user or a team perspective, let's see what this does to your customer's business. These workplace trends translate into a set of business impacting pain points, and solving them can deliver hard value to the enterprise. We'll look at this in three groups. The first group involves collaboration, internally, externally, and across the globe. Solving these problems can increase team effectiveness and accelerate outputs. The second group involves personal effectiveness, elevating user experience and adoption, improving how we work remotely, and making it easier to find people and information. Solving these problems makes it easier to get things done individually. The final group involves solving a set of IT problems, how to better integrate real-time services with other applications and platforms so that we can include collaboration in workflows, processes, and analytics, as well as how to address compliance and business continuity challenges. So with Circuit, it's our goal to address a number of specific pain points. Circuit delivers strong problem-solving capabilities that can be used to overcome common obstacles and challenges such as increase team effectiveness, improve the user experience, and increasing the velocity of work. Circuit is delivered from a solution that's compatible with things that you already own and is available from virtually any location across multiple networks and devices. Here's one way to look at the market. Aragon Research created a view specifically around the aspects of mobile collaboration, and Unify has scored very favorably, as you can see, putting us into a leadership position. You can also see that there are several contenders in that space, confirming that these problems exist and that there's value in solving them. So, to summarize Module 1, you've learned about Unify's rich history and the market drivers that change the workplace. You've also learned that this has created pain points for teams and individuals. Finally, we talked about the new way to work, which is Unify's answer to all of this. In the next module, you'll see how we've built an application that supports this new way to work.